Hi everyone, this is your week 8 video. According to the calendar here, you have 3 assignments due this week. Tables Part 2, Web Validation. There's really nothing you turn in for this, but I do expect you to do it. And then more tables. So let's go in and look at Tables Part 2 first. Session 4. Tables Part 2. Basically what I want you to do is set up a page that looks very similar to this image I've put in here. Now when I put this image in, I kept my borders on there so you could see that it was a 2-column, 3-row table, and that was what you would need to set up. In Notepad++ here, you can see I have this set up. I have my table and my end table. I have 3 TRs, so those are rows. And inside each TR, I have a TD where I would put in my image tag. I would give it a width. On an assignment like this, you probably want to make your images all the same width, remembering that you can't make an image wider than it is to start with, so you'll have to know that, but you can certainly size down larger images. And next to that, in the cell next to it, you're going to put text about that image. So that's the basic setup right here for this assignment. All right, validation. Let's spend a few minutes talking about validation because as I was getting ready for this, I found some errors or some things that you will see. So you follow this link, it should open up in a new tab. It is 000 or W3 Schools Web Validator. Trevor, I have your page open here. We're going to use yours for a minute. And actually, let me go back. I'm going to use your first one here. So you want to open the page you want to validate, and I want you to do all of yours. And copy the URL. Then go over here to the W3 Schools site. And in the first box, you're going to paste in that. And then you URL and you click on validate. Now you'll notice that this page got one warning or one error and 2 warnings. Do not worry about warnings. It's the errors that will concern us. And if I scroll down, you can see the error it says is in line 17, and it tells me it does not allow a script element here. If I go over to Trevor's web page and I do view page source, I can see the line 17 is down here at the bottom. And all of this code that's down here at the bottom here that I just highlighted, that's something that 000 web host puts on the bottom of your page. So Trevor, there's not really anything you can do about that particular error. I haven't checked any of Trevor's other pages, so let's just go to his list assignment and see what we get for that one. So I take the URL, I come over here, I paste it in here. This one has 2 errors, so let's look and see what those are. Again, there's the one here about the script at the bottom. Ignore that one. Here it says, document type does not allow an H4 here, assuming a missing DD tag. So let's just look at this, view page source. Okay, and here's why he got this is correct here. However, what Trevor failed to do was right here he started a DL, and right here he should end that DL. So that is an error that Trevor needs to go and take care of. So I want you to do this to each of your pages you've already made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. That's not too many. Going forward, I want you to validate each page before you turn it in to help you find your own errors. The third assignment, more tables for this week. This one's in preparation for your first project. So what I want you to do is you're going to write a web page about a place in Colorado that you like to go. And I want you to think in terms of places where you could go and spend a couple of days, not in terms of businesses. Okay, so you might pick Estes Park, and you're going to use a table to lay out your page. You have to have 3 appropriately sized images, 3 links to places, and a paragraph. Now, in Notepad++, I went ahead and kind of set up an outline for this page. I kind of like to set up my tables beforehand, the whole page, and then kind of go back and fill it in. So let me make this a little larger so we can talk about it. I used the basic layout from our tables part 2, which was 2 column, 3 rows. So there's a row, there's a row, there's a row. Okay. Inside each row, I have a cell that has an image in it. There's an image, there's a cell with an image, there's a cell with an image. Okay. In the first row next to my image, I put in paragraph tags inside of my TD tags, and I put a note that says write a paragraph, 5 sentences. This is for you all. This is an idea. You could set it up this way. Inside my next row and the first one where I did in this setup, I had text here. In more tables, I said, oh, I need a list of links. So inside my cell, I set up that unordered list right here. And I outlined how I would set up my links. Remember, you put the whole HTTP HTTP:// inside of this, because this should be a link going to somewhere else besides your page. Target should be blank. Then you have to give me text to click on. Then I have in the outline for putting in an image. And this last one, while I don't need any text there, so I could delete that, I still need the TD in that last row, because if every other row has 2 TDs, this row must also have 2 TDs, unless you learn on the W3 Schools website how to merge cells and do column spans or row spans. So here's a basic outline that you can use for more tables. Don't feel that you have to use this setup, but I've covered all the basics in here, and you could use this setup. And that is due on Friday next week, and that should take you through the week. If you have questions, Nick, during week 8, I will be online Thursday the 28th from 3:30 to 4:30. I'm sorry I can't be online Tuesday for help because I have conferences at Green Mountain High School.